Good evening, everybody. We four members are here to talk about a daily thing which we handle every day in our day-to-day lives. That is the digital detox we need to do, but we are in the problem of digital necessity. So we both here to debate on that about against the digital distractions, and our rivals are in favor of the screen time. Okay, let's begin.
Very good evening to all presented here. So the topic is screen time. Before starting the speech, I would like to quote one important thing. Screen time not only includes our mobile phone or tablet screen time, it also includes laptop and desktop for which we use in our day-to-day regular work. So actually, screen time also includes the working hours also. So that is the reason why we are saying the screen time is a digital necessity. So I would like to quote three industries. Actually, there are numerous number of industries which we can tell why it is a necessity, but I'm taking three. First one is business. For example, 100 years back, if we enter into a business organization, usually there will be 10 accountants working there in place of one now. Because not even a single system is available there for accounting purpose. So each and every ledger is written manually. So it is very difficult for them to reconcile also, and completing the books of accounts is really a big task for them. And the second industry I would like to quote is that hospital and medicine. Today, because of the tremendous digital transformation, we have an option of video calling. Using that, we can take EO, which is expert opinion from world-class doctors if required, in the comfort of sitting at home itself. So this ensures that our medical needs are also completely satisfied by the local medical hospitals or clinics, whatever the case may be. So we can check whether the treatment is going correct or is there any other diagnosis that needs to be done. And the third thing I would like to quote is that digital transactions. So how many of you use UPI on a regular basis? I will raise my hands. Okay, so most of us use UPI in a regular basis, which means usually we stop using the physical currency itself. It is because of this screen that exists in our pockets. So that is the real reason behind why it is a necessity. And one more thing I would like to quote is that if the digital screens are not available as of today's date, definitely it would be like living in 21st century without an electricity. With that note, I would like to conclude the session. Thank you.
Yeah, in today's scenario, in digital India, today everything is digital. Our currency is digital, and our newses are digital, and the trust we build is also digital. So there is no wonder that whether how many of you are using GPay on your daily basis. The question should be how many of you using Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube more than 3 hours per day on your daily basis. That's how we think about it, and I want to clarify a single thing. In recent parliament session, our chief economic advisor has recently published that an average Indian youth was using 7 hours per day for the useless dome scrolling in social media, which will not only defeats our man house productive, but also a silent disaster which should be debated upon. So without the phone, that is the screen time, we cannot live our daily life in today's scenario. I agree, but there is a limit to everything. So we should limit with the digital well-being apps like 1 seconds, and you should track your time on what app you are spending too much. And to be frank, I personally have 3.5 hours per day in my as my screen hours. I think everybody has it in today's scenario, but we should limit and cross verify our thinking in daily accounts, and we should manage it upon. So I conclude that it is necessity, but there is a limit to it. So we should consciously driven our scenario in this digital driven world.
Okay, the thing is that you also concluded that it is a necessity. So I don't think I have questions to ask you. But the thing is that so if the user is not using it in a disciplined manner, we can't question the person who invented it or the real reason behind how it can be used productively. So that's the place where it stands as necessity. And I'm happy that you itself told it is a necessity. Thank you.
No, it's not a necessity like many our familiar cricketers like Virat Kohli. For example, MS Dhoni is a clear example. He will not use whether have you everybody is seeing whether he's always on. He's not always on screen. Whether if you check his Instagram account means there is I think four or two posts only. He posts only to an extreme man who is not in his digital world but who is at the peak of his cricket career till now at the age of 42. So the thing is like in 2012 Olympics, like in Sania Nehwal who won bronze medal, he sorry, she tell in his press meet like that his coach advised her not to use smartphone which affects his brain and not to use chocolates which affects her health. So if you want to be the top 5% or maybe the landscape is wide and now we can conclude it as top 10%. If you want to be the top 10% in India, in current India, current modern India, you should avoid screen time as much as you can. And let me provide you some of the data. The Instagrams, for example, an Instagram account earns on an average $8 to $9 for per Indian Instagram user. That is, we are increasing the revenue of Instagram Meta by using the screen time. And it's not just like we are building revenues for the foreign countries manufacturers like that, but even how it affects our brain. It's much more important to be discussed here. We have four type of frequencies like delta, alpha, meta, then gamma rays in our brain. And to be speak about it, while we are using our screens, we are always tending to wander into the negative news which was spread across the world, and we are thinking about it like again and again. So it should be limited. Like our rays are rising up to 20 to 30 hertz. Like in the sense, if you are in anger, like if you are studying and somebody is disturbing you means it will be much more distractions for you, and you will shout out of that person, right? So at that time your frequency level of your brain is 25 to 30%. The same frequency level will be on when you are using your medias like apps. And guys, it is not the necessity. We can live without the social without the social media, and the screen times are limited. Even we should think about it in a much more clarity. So it is very necessary for us to conclude and to have such limited time with our phones. So it has much more we want to speak about it in a public forum like this to spread awareness. And I just got to know even everybody has know about this screen time addictions and doom scrollings and all other necessities, but not 10% of people are uh, trying to take out of our lives without phones. We are not trying. That's the problem here, guys. So I need to we should think about it in much more broader way.
Okay, well, Virat Kohli, it is not a necessity. But think about Bill Gates' point of view. If he never sat in front of the screen for plenty of hours, do you think today the world's most transformative business named as Microsoft company exists? So our contention is like we are not telling that social media is necessary. We are telling that screen time is necessary in certain cases, which uh, which drastically improves our performance and skills and other things. So that's what we are standing for. And thank you for listening. Thank you.
Guys, I want to conclude like while we are using the phones and while we are scrolling in social media or any other app it may be, our we alternatively in every 10 seconds or 20 seconds we are just like hitting our dopamine level. So it is like 1 hour of exercise or winning a quiz competition in this forum. It is like the happiness we got in our daily life with our dopamine hit. So we need to think about it. And uh, every children's like in aged 2 or 3 years are using smartphones in for 2x limit, and they are having much more speech like listening capacity inability. So we should think upon it, and I advise you all to use that 1 second app. Like it will reduce your screen time, and the digital well-being app, which will tell you how much time you have spent on your apps, and the number of times you have opened your smartphones. So that also matters a lot. And guys, to be frank, our minds and frequency levels are attributing to this AI algorithm. So I wish you all to reduce your smartphone usages. And in the Bill Gates case, Bill Gates will have at least 3 weeks holiday plan without any disturbances like technology disturbances. He is the famous person who has the digital holiday. That is, for a week vacation, he will go for an island without any calls, phones, emails, and any other internal disturbances like internet and other things. So it is a much more important. And to conclude, guys, I swear, if you are using your devices before 2 months your CA final exams, I cannot guarantee that you will pass your CA finals. So thank you guys for your patience. Listening. Thank you.
Thank you, teams. Nandish and Tirichan. ஓகே இப்போ ஆடியன்ஸ்க்கு ஒரு கொஸ்டின் இங்கே வந்து அகைன்ஸ்ட் வச்சுக்கலாமா இல்லை ஃபார் வச்சுக்கலாமா? யார் அகைன்ஸ்ட் யார் ஃபார்? உங்களுக்கு ஆடியன்ஸ்க்கு யார் ஃபார்? நீங்கள் ஃபாரா? நீங்கள் அகைன்ஸ்டா? ஓகே 3 மெம்பர்ஸ் இல்லை ஒரு 3 கொஸ்டின் கேளுங்க. எஸ் கேன் ஸ்டார்ட் நவ். ஸ்க்ரீன் டைம் அடிஷனா இல்லை நெசசிட்டியா? ஃபார் எஸ் 3 பாயிண்ட்ஸ். நீங்க தான் பேசணும். We're not going to ask questions. We are going to say points. இங்க any points for addiction? Yes.
Sir, well, playing games is for addiction.
Playing games addiction. How?
Sir, and in my own example, I played. I'm playing Free Fire in 10th standard. So I played game for 6 hours, but I can't study for